Welcome back to some Seduce Me by, I don't know, Seduce Me. About 6 demons for some reason. I felt the world slow down around me and soon come to a halt. I didn't want to look, but gently Diana pushed me away from her body for me to look around. I gasped when I realized that I was in a business office. Okay, what? What's going on? Where are we?
Just a simple business office, nothing more.
Why did you bring me here, bitch? I looked around and felt an air of familiarity to the room. I couldn't figure out why, but my brain kept me aware that I knew this place somehow. I didn't get to think on it long. Suddenly, a group of businessmen entered the room, stopping off the side of Diana and me.
Who are you two?
Voice, he's cute. I froze. What was going to happen? We were going to be thrown out? Get into trouble? Or would I never be allowed out again? This was my nightmare. Diana's giggle stopped my thoughts. I looked up to see her smirking at the group of men. A hand by her lips.
Why, do you not know who we are? For shame, for shame.
Oh my god, I like this. Diana guided me to a chair and sat me down before sitting on the table. Practically turned red as Diana hid her dress to wear her entire left slit out of her slit. She crossed her legs and tossed her hair gently.
We are your employers. This lovely lady is the CEO of the company, and I am her personal secretary. You men, however, are late.
I stared at Diana as she stared down the group of men like tigers would her prey. The group collectively began to shuffle in nervousness, surprising me. Were they really believing her lie? How? Diana smiled and lifted her leg slightly, making the men lean in for a possible panty shot. I couldn't help but feel both stunned and slightly jealous.
One of you needs to come over here and kiss my foot as an apology.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Diana, you're a bitch. What? Dick Butt's reaction, what? I looked to Diana's foot, seeing it gently pop inside impatience. Was she seriously going to make one of them kiss her foot? Oh my god, this is intense. This is the most intense gameplay ever. No way. The man gently kissed her over Diana's foot, making almost a solid size escape her lips, and sent shiver down my spine. Ew.
My ankle next.
Like an obedient servant, the man traveled his kiss to her ankle as Diana let her head fall back with another sigh. Diana, what are you doing? Dickbutt asked.
Proving to you how weak the human mind is.
Oh my. That makes sense actually. But you're 6 demon, goddammit girl.
Water, a massage, another kiss.
With each command, a man was separated from the group and filled with it. I want to be a sex demon. For some reason, this irritated me beyond belief. Watching her to be pampered by entire men made something crawl in my chest, something dark. I wanted to stop. Don't say anything. I want to see what happens. I sat in silence, waiting for her to be done. She'd be bored eventually. Then again, she was succubus. So who knew when she'd get bored of attention? At a snap of Diana's fingers, the boy huddled together, and they were where they were. Diana turned her head, smiled.
See? Easy to manipulate.
So what? You're guys obeying a hot chick.
Oh, trust me. Women are just as weak-minded as men. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I can't attract the same sex.
Let's just go home.
Fine, fine. So, now do you understand the vulnerability of humanity?
That justify ignorance? How could that justify ignorance?
Ignorance is the only safety humans get to have. If humans were to know about us, do you know what kind of chaos would occur?
For once, I felt scared. Diana's eyes were cold as ice as she stared into my soul, practically giving me the frightening feeling of the future. I questioned.
There are already wars in the human world being fought amongst yourselves. Equality, dominance, power. The human world is practically the image of self-chaos. Innocent blood is spilled every day in your world. Doesn't matter the color or creed you carry. You think blood is spilt now? There will be much more if humans knew about otherworldly creatures. Our existences can destroy beliefs and human logic.
I felt the world around me to go dark as I stared at Diana. Sounds of screaming and a battle raged around me, but I kept my eyes to one person I could see. Was this an illusion? Was this a trick? I didn't feel like
Religions would crumble and civil wars would clash. Paranoia would be a constant in every human mind. And soon armies will rise up, trying to defend humanity without true knowledge of who we are and what we can do. Vampires would be forced to retaliate and build armies of their own, and trust me, they're not as friendly as the vampires in your human fictional drabble. Devils would have a heyday and wreak havoc, finally finding a collective weakness in the human world to exploit. Angels would have to come down and fight their devil rivals, and the human world would become their battlefield.
So basically apocalypse. I could see the world dying as if a flash before my eyes. I could see humans screaming and fighting each other, trying to figure out who is what and being frightful with every fling. I imagined devils with malice raging cities and killing people with their soldiers who tried to fight back, failing and dying at every turn. The imagine was scary. I didn't want to imagine it. I shook my head, holding in both hands, before looking at Diana. My room was returned and Diana stared back at me. To my surprise, she had a concerned face.
The rules are to make sure that we all stay at peace. To have us all fighting at once would result in a massive cataclysm that would engulf everything and everyone, no matter what you were.
Diana finally broke away from the gaze. She held on me, stared for a while. I could see a look of fear rush through her eyes as she looked away from me. I almost felt sorry, but my confusion covered my concern.
Demons already have enough on our collective plates. We don't need to become the backlash victims of broken ignorance.
Diana. Something in Diana's eyes made my heart almost hurt. Even though she wasn't looking at me, I could almost see all of the emotions that ran in her mind, just by observing her eyes. I felt bad, terrible even, for questioning her like this. I was only human after all. Take her hand. I felt myself gently scoot over to Diana before laying my hand on hers. Sana stared at me for a brief moment before shaking her head frankly and shutting her eyes softly. A soft sigh escaped her lips before she looked at me with almost new resolve.
I'm fine. I was merely trying to prove my points. I still wonder who spread that rumor. Well, anyone who has met us. I'd rather not get into that. It's not my place to talk about heaven. Only the angels.
Why would you accept that?
I had no choice. I was barely a child when the decision was made, and when I learned of it, I had accepted it. It didn't matter. My kingdom would be safe, and I would be able to live with knowing I was able to protect my kingdom.
I stared at Diana as she smiled at me with sad eyes. She really did want to marry them. It was practically painted all over her face. Diana's face shifted to one surprise as she looked at me. I was being honest though. She shouldn't have to marry someone to protect a kingdom. It would be safe, yes, but you would be unhappy. Can you live with yourself knowing that?
I'd rather be unhappy than see my kingdom burn to the ground. Besides, as the bride of the next demon lord, I'd have the ability to change things. I could disband his armies, bring peace to the abyssal plains.
But what about love?
Love?
Diana looked at her lap and sighed.
Love can't exist for me. I'm the most powerful succubus in the demon world. Anyone who would go after me would only be entranced by my power.
Diana chuckled, making me blush a bit. I was being honest, and here she was laughing at her words.
You're a human, dear. You can't know when I'm using my powers or not. I could be using them now, making you interested in me to trust me.
But you're not, are you? You like me.
What?
You like me? You definitely like me.
I do not. I'm merely fulfilling my end of the deal.
I felt like tease. She was being nice to me and wasn't using her powers over me because she liked me. It was too obvious. You like me, you like me, you like... What I didn't expect was her taking my hand and forcing me close to her. A mere inch separated our lips, but Diana stared into my soul. Made my mind go blank. Oh my. I barely remember what I was saying. Diana remained holding me. I didn't fight. She stared into my soul and I allowed it. I wasn't concerned at the time. I was intrigued. Diana was indeed a beautiful woman. Seeing her up close made my face turn slightly red in embarrassment. Any moment, she could lean in and kiss me, maybe even take my energy. However, she didn't.
You are interesting for a human.
She then released me and stared at me, watching as I stared back at her with her red face. Did I like her? I shook my head. No way, that was impossible. We were just in business deal, nothing more.
Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Is there anything else you want to know, huh? I want to know your cup size. I mean, best commentary ever. I stared at her as I thought, was there anything else I wanted to know? My memories were far in the end, so everything was up for grabs. Yet I couldn't think of a single question to ask. Was that all I wished to know? No, there was nothing else I needed to know. I felt satisfied. No, that should be all.
I understand. Well, if you don't mind, there's one place I need to visit, and I'd rather visit it now than after I take your memories. I'll be gone from the area for quite a while, anyway.
Huh? Where do you need to go?
A cemetery. There's something I need to do there. It's boring, sadly, but I need to do it. You need to come with so I can watch you.
Why did she need to go to the cemetery? Did she have a human friend she needed to say goodbye to? Did she have to meet another demon? Sure, let me...
No need to get dressed up. It's just a brief visit.
Was the spinning a trick she did? I found myself clenching my teeth in irritation of what that thought. Soon the work grew back in its color, and we were standing in a field I somehow recognized. I looked down and regretted it. Harold Anderson. At our feet was grandfather's gravestone. It was untouched and as clean as I remember seeing it. Why were we here?
Here we are.
Here we are. Here? I stared at Dinah as she muttered small inquiries under her breath. In her hands, from a small vase in purple lilacs, she gently knelt down, placed them beside her.
I had to pay my respects to this man.
Why? Were you a friend of his? I need to know. My mind began screaming. Something wasn't right. Why did she know him? How did she know he was dead? Was there a relationship? What was going on?
No, I wasn't a friend of his. I didn't even know him.
Then why are you giving him flowers? Why? What was it? Why? Why? Diana, why are you giving him flowers?
You don't need to know. I highly doubt you knew this man.
Yes, I do. Diana stared wide-eyed at me. A mixture of fear and surprise mixed in her eyes. My heart began to squeeze tightly in my chest. Why was she looking at me like that?
How do you know him?
How do you know him? Answer my question.
How?
I said answer my question, bitch. I couldn't hold in my voice. I need to hear the answer. I didn't want to hear anything else. Dana looked down at the crevice, let a small sigh. My heart tightened further. Answer me. I needed to answer.
This man helped the boys come to the human world. He opened a bridge and let them through, before sealing it with a part of his life force.
There was more. I knew there was more. I remained silent as she looked.
I had come to visit their castle one day, and when they told me that the boys were gone, I became frantic. Without the contract marriage, the demon lord would have had the freedom to march on my kingdom and conquer it. I couldn't let that happen. So I tried to find a way here. I searched the castle during my brief visit, trying to find out where the boys went. I found it. This man left behind a small trace of his spell, small enough to be undetected by the inhabitants of the castle.
Diana looked at me. A look of pain on her face that made my already pain her feel like I was punctured by needles.
Demon magic is best with consent, but takes more energy when forced. So, in a blind need, I recast the spell and used that man's life force to open the bridge once more and seal it completely when I walked through. I didn't know I was taking the rest of his life.
He died because of you.
By the time the bridge closed, the man had already passed. He was visiting someone in a nearby hospital, so when I left to find the boys, the staff had found him and tried to revive him. I didn't want to take his life. I thought he was a younger man. I didn't know he was as old as he was. It's my fault this man is dead. But I needed to come to the human world, and he was my only chance to get close enough to track the boys down.
You. Dana tensed up to stare at me. Her face was painted with regret and sadness. Something not like her usual self. You killed my grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Attack her! You killed my grandfather! I raged everything in my soul and longed for Diana, wanted to snap her neck. She started all of this. She was the one who turned my world upside down. She was the reason for this chaos I was in. She would pay. Diana stepped back and forced me back with an invisible spell. I flew back and skipped across the grass, tumbling over my feet and landing on my back.
I didn't know I would kill him. I thought it was some teenager musing with magic. If I had known...
Shut up! This is all your fault. I wasn't listening. I couldn't listen to her anymore. I went to revenge. I needed beyond anything else she could give me. I jumped up, recovering from the attack. I ran at her again. I was seeing red and Diana had become my worst enemy.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Diana closed her eyes, and all of a sudden, I was lifted into the air. I fell out and my stomach entered back. Blah, blah, blah. I couldn't move my arms or legs as Diana began to walk towards me.
I really am sorry.
I didn't want to hear it. I began to scream and cry. I wanted her dead. I wanted my grandfather back. I wanted my normal life to return to me. No magic to hurt me. No magic to harm my life. No energy to take away the ones I loved. No more. Diana approached me, grabbed hold of my head, forcing me to stare at her face. I saw tears run down her cheeks as she leaned down and kissed me. I could feel my energy rush through my body. I could feel Diana using her magic to force it out of me. No, I didn't want this. I tried to bite her, turn my head, anything. I couldn't move a single muscle. I could only feel my energy devouring from my body. As my body became numb, I was just Diana pulling away from me. Her eyes were full of regret and almost anguish.
I'm sorry.
Then, my world went back.
Diam intuneas glaciam deumon.
I know.
I heard voices and tried to open my eyes, but I couldn't.
Vosittis quod factum praesetta.
Factum.
You don't need to remind me, Angel. I'm just doing my civil duty.
An angel? What's an angel doing here? What was Diana talking to?
Baptismus non potis remittis in ebus.
Do what you need to do. I've already destroyed one life, and now I have to destroy another. All from my kingdom. Angel, do it now before I change my mind. I'm sorry.
Breathing her breath, my body slowly became light as it began, and I became numb. I felt my body float downwards into a black empty abyss, as if it was drowning in water. I never saw it coming. My mind became completely blank. I had no memories, no feelings, nothing. I became blank canvas, a body without a soul, pure, innocent, ignorant, and pure, innocent ignorance. What? Was that it? What? What? Was that it? Wait, that was it? Really? Really? Bloopers.
Hey, Michaela, it's Jonah. Green apple again. I'm gonna swallow this before I start.
Enjoyed the second set of bloopers. Well, that was amazing. Actually, I like this game. Well, it's a free game, no wonder it was short. So, did I become an angel? Or something? I don't know, I guess. Well, that was amazing. I hope there comes more of this. If you have any... yeah. I'll leave a link down below if you want to play this game. Check it out. And... yeah, that was interesting, actually. I actually wanted some more, but this... great job. Applause. If you have any other free games I should try, just leave suggestions down below. I'm going to look up some games for you if you want. If you want. Okay? Okay. This was amazing. Okay. Bye.